Everybody follows a plan, one written by others. But you are here to follow your own. Welcome to your Plan B. Everyone talks about building assets, but what about protecting them? In today's video, we'll explore what liabilities are, how they can silently drain your finances, and most importantly, how to protect yourself from them. When we talk about building wealth, we often focus on assets. But there's another side of the equation that's just as important: liabilities. So, what exactly is a liability? In simple terms, a liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. It's a financial obligation, something you owe, something you must pay, or something that could cost you in the future. Let's look at a few common examples. Credit card debt. You borrow money and pay interest on it. Car loans. Monthly payments, plus insurance and maintenance. Mortgages. A long-term debt that can be good or bad, depending on how it's managed. Student loans. A debt that can follow you for years. Medical bills, often unexpected and potentially overwhelming. Legal liabilities. If you're sued or held responsible for damages. But here's the key: not all liabilities are bad. Some liabilities, like a mortgage on a rental property, can help you acquire an asset that generates income. Others, like a business loan, might help you grow a profitable company. The problem arises when liabilities are uncontrolled, unnecessary, or poorly managed. Let's take an example. You buy a brand new car with a loan. It looks great, but it loses value the moment you drive it off the lot. You're paying interest, insurance, and maintenance, but the car isn't making you any money. That's a classic liability. Now imagine you use that same money to buy a small delivery van for a side business. That van earns you income every week. It's still a liability on paper, but it's tied to an asset that generates cash flow. So, the real question isn't just, do I have liabilities? It's, are my liabilities helping me grow, or holding me back? Understanding your liabilities is the first step toward financial control. Track what you owe. Know your interest rates. Understand your payment terms. And most importantly, make a plan to reduce or eliminate bad debt. Because the less money you lose to liabilities, the more you can invest in assets. And that's how you build real, lasting wealth. Not all liabilities are the same. Some are short-term, others long-term. Some are manageable, while others can become dangerous if ignored. Let's explore the main types of liabilities you might encounter in personal finance and business. 1. Personal liabilities. These are debts and obligations tied to your everyday life. They include credit card debt, often high interest and easy to accumulate. Car loans, monthly payments for a depreciating asset. Student loans, long-term debt that can delay financial freedom. Mortgages, a large liability, but potentially tied to a valuable asset. Utility bills and rent, recurring obligations that must be paid monthly. These liabilities are common, but if not managed properly, they can limit your ability to save and invest. 2. Business liabilities. If you run a business, you'll face a different set of liabilities. Accounts payable, money your business owes to suppliers. Business loans, borrowed capital that must be repaid with interest. Payroll obligations, salaries, benefits, and taxes owed to employees. Legal liabilities, potential lawsuits or claims against your business. Business liabilities can be strategic if they help you grow, but they must be tracked and controlled carefully. 3. Legal liabilities. These are obligations that arise from legal responsibilities or disputes. They include lawsuits, if someone sues you for damages or negligence. Fines and penalties, from breaking laws or violating contracts. Co-signed loans, if the other person defaults, you're legally responsible. Legal liabilities can be unpredictable and expensive. That's why legal protection and insurance are so important. 4. Contingent liabilities. These are potential liabilities that may or may not happen. For example, a pending lawsuit that hasn't been resolved yet. A guarantee you've made on someone else's loan. A tax audit that could result in additional payments. Contingent liabilities are often hidden risks. You may not see them on your balance sheet, but they can become real problems fast. Understanding the types of liabilities you face is essential for protecting your financial health. Some liabilities are necessary. Others are avoidable. The key is to recognize them, manage them, and never let them grow out of control. In the next section, we'll talk about how to protect yourself from these liabilities and build a safer financial future. Liabilities are a part of life. But the good news is, you can protect yourself. You can reduce risk, avoid financial traps, and build a safety net that keeps your wealth secure. Let's explore 7 practical ways to protect yourself from liabilities and their impact. 1. Track and limit your debt. Start by knowing exactly what you owe. Make a list of all your debts, credit cards, loans, bills, and prioritize paying off the ones with the highest interest. Avoid taking on new debt unless it helps you build an asset or generate income. The less debt you carry, the more control you have over your finances. 2. Build an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. Medical emergencies, job loss, or car repairs can hit hard and fast. That's why you need an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved in a separate account. It's your financial airbag. 3. Use insurance wisely. Insurance is protection against the unexpected. Make sure you're covered in key areas, health insurance to avoid massive medical bills. Auto insurance, to cover accidents and liability. Home or renter's insurance, to protect your property. Liability insurance, especially if you own a business or property. It may feel like an expense, but it's actually a shield. 4. Separate personal and business finances. If you run a business, don't mix personal and business money. Use a legal structure like an LLC or corporation to protect your personal assets from business-related liabilities. This separation is crucial if something goes wrong. 5. Avoid co-signing loans. It might seem like a kind gesture, but co-signing a loan means you're fully responsible if the other person doesn't pay. It's a fast way to inherit someone else's liability. Be cautious, and always protect your credit. 6. Understand contracts before signing. Never sign a contract you don't fully understand. Read the fine print. Ask questions. Know what you're agreeing to, and what happens if things go wrong. A few minutes of caution can save you years of regret. 7. Stay legally and financially compliant. Pay your taxes. Follow regulations. Keep good records. Many liabilities come from neglect, missed deadlines, unpaid fees, or legal oversights. Stay organized and proactive. Protecting yourself from liabilities isn't about fear, it's about freedom. When you manage risk, you gain peace of mind. You can focus on building wealth, knowing that your foundation is strong. So take action today. Because the best way to protect your future is to prepare for it now. Liabilities are part of life, but they don't have to control your life. By understanding them and taking smart steps to protect yourself, you can build wealth with confidence and peace of mind. What's one liability you're working to eliminate? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe.